Purification before the law in the land of the rising sun is a complex and even painful process, both physically and psychologically. Briefly, the Japanese prison can be described as follows: the cleanest hellhole on the planet. Unlike other countries in Japan, prisons are not divided into so-called black and red. Prisons, called red in the thieves' jargon, are places of deprivation of liberty where thieves are thieves, most often sit in isolation wards, and all prisoners live in full accordance with the rules and laws of the state punitive system. Accordingly, black zones in jargon are places of deprivation of liberty, where prisoners have noticeably more freedom inside the prison walls. At the same time, part of the prison administration may well be corrupted by the brothers. However, such coexistence does not always come down to illegal earnings. Often a compromise is reached so that the best order is maintained in the prison institution with the least expenditure of the forces of the repressive system. It is important to understand that the practice of black and red prisons in one form or another occurs all over the world. Moreover, in some cases, the red zone is by no means always the triumph of legality. In some countries, especially in third world countries, in such prisons there is often outright arbitrariness and terror on the part of the administration. Japan, on the other hand, is different in that the vast majority of prisons and camps in it have precisely red orders, and most importantly, they are extremely harsh. To put it bluntly, some form of outright abuse of prisoners is perfectly legal in Japan. On the first day of imprisonment, a person receives a sheet with more than 100 rules of the internal order of the colony. He must learn them in the next day. After this, a lot of charms of prison life await the prisoner, such as, you can only sleep on your back with your hands at your sides, you can only walk looking at the back of the head of the person walking in front, it is forbidden to talk with other prisoners, while working in production you can only look at your workplace, while eating, you can only look at the food, and you have to sit on tiny chairs. The observance of all stupid and not very nightmarish rules is closely monitored by guards. The slightest mistake, and even more so a manifestation of disobedience, is punished up to the punishment cell. The Japanese punishment cell is clean and dry, but in it you need to stand at attention like a soldier on a construction site. Any violation can be punished by beatings with a baton or a blow from a stun gun. Also, prisoners are almost completely deprived of the opportunity to communicate with the outside world, including with relatives, friends, and loved ones. Every day, prisoners go through security checks several times. Finally, incarcerated people in Japan are regularly forced to do useless work. For example, a prisoner may be forced to smooth out crumpled foil wrappers. Once the work is done, you will need to repeat it again. Prisoners may be forced to sweep the clean floor or fold the same set of washed clothes over and over again. These are the Japanese prisons.